Also, die Folge heißt, warum Himeji die großartigste Burg Japans ist. Das... Komm, Abfahrt.
The Akashikaikyo Bridge is the world's longest suspension bridge that you've probably never heard of. And having travelled 1,000 kilometres across Japan by bicycle for over 2 weeks now, I've been excited at the prospect of cycling over it into Shikoku, filming it in 4K with drones, all the while laughing and wearing Ray-Ban sunglasses, pretending to be cool. It was gonna be magical.
Und das Meer ist aber unruhig bei
And then
denen.
when I got to the bridge, I discovered
Also
you
da würde
can't
ich nicht
actually
schwimmen
cycle over it, and therefore I was an idiot. Seriously, who builds a $3 billion bridge that can't even hold a bicycle? It's like building a Saturn V rocket without an adequate cup holder. Anyway, every cloud has a silver lining. And the change of direction would mean we had an excuse to head towards one of Japan's most...
Was ich letztens erfahren habe, in Japan haben die keine Nägel verwendet. Die haben das so wie so eine Art Puzzle gemacht, dass die Hölzer so Vorsprünge hatten und diese Vorsprünge haben sie dann so ineinander verkettet. Und so konnten sie auch große Gebäude auch wie so Lego abbauen und später wieder zusammenbauen. Krass. Man muss ja vorstellen, was das für eine Präzisionsarbeit sein muss. Aber das ist wirklich heftig. Nur mal so zur Info.
Stunning landmarks, Himeji Castle. Still, wasn't all happy news, because for the next 2 days and 200 kilometres as we explore the shores of Japan's inland sea, amongst the chaos of things going wrong at every turn, we find ourselves lumbered with a travel companion with a talent for making situations at least 3 times worse. Here he is, sitting alone. It is, of course, Ryotaro.
Good morning, everyone.
James
And
Bond!
now I'm joining the tour.
Der guckt wie James Bond einfach. Gibt es doch hier in Deutschland einige ältere Gebäude haben Decken, die angesteckt sind und keine Nägel verwenden. Echt? Boah, stark, das wusste ich gar nicht. Aber das ist schon eine echt wilde Technik. Das ist echt wild. Das wusste ich nicht, dass wir sowas auch in Deutschland haben. Danke für die Info. Journey across Japan.
How are you feeling, Ryotaro? Ready for the 45-kilometre cycle today?
Not sure.
Not sure?
Not sure.
You're pretty fit. You're a pretty fit young man.
Yeah. I'm trying my best.
Trying your
Young
best.
Man.
Yeah.
Der
I must
ist
say, I do
einfach
feel quite envious.
15 Jahre
We're sitting
älter
at the
als
base
er
of the
selbst und er
and there's
sagt
some
Young
sort of
Man.
party going on in the park.
Do the
and
Barbie.
barbecue. Lucky devils. I want to have a barbecue. Why can't I have a barbecue?
No, why do we have a barbecue?
We'll take a barbecue. Yeah. Just get a barbecue and strap it to the bike. I'd love to. Anyway, let's gear up and get out of here. Stretching with Ryotaro.
Oh, shit.
Alter, voll windig bei denen.
My back stretching as well.
So the last couple of weeks you guys have been telling me that I should have got a road bike because my bike is of course a mountain bike with really thick tyres, which makes it really hard when cycling or unnecessarily difficult. But unfortunately the bike has actually broken. There's something wrong with the chain. There's a crack somewhere in this region, so we've had to get a replacement bicycle. I don't know how long it's going to be before we fix this, so we might have to even write it off, but for now we've actually got a road bike. So finally I have a bike with thin tyres that's going to be a lot easier to cycle. Away we go. Let the second half of the journey
Ich würde
begin.
immer so ein
Let's go.
Mountainbike nehmen. Immer. Einfach für die Coolness.
I'm now midway through my journey across Japan from Yamagata to Kagoshima. And for our trip with Ryotaro, we'll be heading first to Himeji, then on to Okayama City. And it's certainly a journey of contrasts, from sprawling cities to endless rice fields.
Boah, ey, zieht euch das mal rein, wie das aussah.
From sprawling cities to
Lecco
endless
mio.
rice fields.
Boah, Junge. Boah, das sieht richtig schön aus dort. Stabil.
I'm really
excited about this, guys. We have to cycle down the main street leading up to the castle, and it looks incredible. Look at this. Yeah! Look at that castle. I've actually been wanting to come to Himeji Castle for about 2 decades now, not because of its historical importance, but because it was in my favourite James Bond film, You Only Live Twice, in 1967.
Yes, in the late 1960s, James Bond himself visited Himeji Castle to attend a top-secret ninja training base.
Ninjas. Top secret, Bond-san. This is my ninja training school.
So you can probably imagine my disappointment to discover that Himeji Castle definitely isn't a secret ninja training base. Himeji Castle, as it appears
das sieht
today,
aber
stood for 400 years.
Echt cool aus. Guck mal, wie kompakt das einfach ist. Also Burgen. Ich überlege mir tatsächlich, meine Masterarbeit eventuell über Burgen zu schreiben. Deswegen habe ich da gerade so ein besonderes Auge für. Aber, Junge, wie das einfach aussieht. Weil ich glaube, in Europa haben die so hauptsächlich so auf diese Funktionalität geachtet. Und das ist ja richtig auch so für das Auge gemacht. Nice.
It was one of Japan's first UNESCO World Heritage Sites, and it's the most visited castle in the country, with its dazzling white appearance visible from miles away. Some even say it looks like a heron taking flight, which is bollocks, because it's a castle. But what makes Himeji so special is it's one of the few Japanese castles to have stood the test of time, when 9 out of 10 castles you find in Japan have been burnt to the ground at some point.
Man muss ja auch überlegen, in Japan haben die auch richtig viele Erdbeben. Und dass die Burg trotzdem noch steht, sagt ja schon einiges über die Stabilität aus.
And rebuilt from scratch. Even in World War II, when Himeji City was all but wiped off the map by over 700 tons of incendiary bombs. The bomb that struck the castle refused to go off, leaving the castle one of the last buildings standing in the city. And then again in 1995, when Hyogo Prefecture was decimated by the Great Hanshin earthquake, the castle itself was left virtually undamaged. Simply put, Himeji Castle is the castle that refused to die. And to me, that is what makes it the greatest castle in all Japan.
Real throws face aside, this is one of the nicest views I've had on the trip so far in the morning. And in the morning sun, it just stands out beautifully like a beacon of history.
Bacon of history.
A bacon of history. What the fuck are you on about?
And I brought the sunshine.
He brought the sunshine. So this is the challenges you guys have sent in. We're now going to get our challenge of the day. Yesterday, the capsule... What's he doing?
Keep the castle.
What's going
Übrigens,
on?
Für die Leute, die neu sind, das ist dieser Unpan-Man, da werden so kleine Challenges von Zuschauern reingepackt, die der Typ da rechts auf seinem Weg täglich machen muss. Und dann würfeln die das so raus.
Why is he here?
Alright, so Chris has to be over optimistic and positive for a full day. No complaining allowed.
No complaining allowed. What a load of shit. Is Unpan Man talking?
He's talking. See, he's telling you as well. He's telling you not to complain and be optimistic. And like he is.
Moment.
Fabulous
Ich muss was kontrollieren.
day.
Yeah, nice.
It's going to be a fabulous day. Ryotaro has just mentioned you have a friend here.
Yes, here in
Warte,
Himeji,
jetzt habe ich gar nicht.
Swiss shop.
Jetzt war ich durcheinander. Ich habe gar nicht geguckt, was
Oh, I didn't
Challenge
expect
war.
going
Was
to
war
be
die
a
Challenge?
fabulous.
Be optimistic. And like he's
war die
talking.
Challenge?
See, he's telling you as well. He's telling you not to complain. Now.
No complain. Why is he here?
Alright, so Chris has to be over optimistic and positive for a full day. No complaining allowed.
No complaining allowed. What a load of shit.
Oh, das wird schwer für
Man
ihn.
talking.
Und das ist so ein richtig sarkastischer Typ.
He's telling you as well. He's telling you not to complain and be optimistic. And like he is.
Fabulous day.
Yeah,
It's
nice.
going to be a fabulous day. Ryotaro has just mentioned you have a friend here.
Yes, here in Himeji, in a Swiss shop.
He owns a sweet shop. Oh, why didn't you say so earlier?
Well, I did that already, but you're not listening.
I wasn't
As
listening.
usual.
I'm not listening to
As
Ryotaro
usual.
most of the time when he speaks, because it's
Be
usually something ridiculous
Be
like...
optimistic
like
and no complaints.
Oh yeah. Ryotaro is a great guy and has lots of great things going for him. He's so brilliant, yeah.
Also man merkt, dass die gute Freunde sind. Das macht das Ganze sympathisch auch.
Really glad I came here. The view of the castle is incredible. It looks so... wow, just wow. Hands down the most impressive castle I've seen in Japan so far.
After getting slightly lost in the back streets of Himeji, Ryotaro calls ahead to Mr. Mori, the sweet shop owner, who eagerly greets us, business card in hand. Wagasu, meaning Japanese confectionery, often straddle the line between being sweets and works of handcrafted art. So much so that eating them is often accompanied with a sensation of guilt. Typically enjoyed alongside matcha green tea, they're made from plant-based ingredients such as mochi rice cake, anko red bead paste and various fruits, making them healthier than their Western confectionery counterparts. To put it bluntly, you can eat as many as you want and never die.
A lot of these shops are quite well hidden though. This shop is like 2 meters across. There's a big street and then there's a very tiny little... It's almost like a speakeasy bar or something, the way it's concealed behind this like little door. But this isn't going to do much for my reputation. I've already eaten Kobe beef, black ramen and fried chicken galore. Now I'm stuffing myself with Japanese sweets. But Japanese sweets are actually a bit more healthy than what we're used to in the West. There's less sugar. For example, instead of using sugar, we've got red bean.
Black Ramen, der hat auch auf seiner Reise Black Ramen gegessen, also diese Nudeln. Aber die Nudeln waren am Schwimmen in Sojasauce eigentlich. Das war schon... hart zuzuschauen, wie die das gegessen haben, aber würde ich auch probieren.
Bean paste inside this pancake here. I want one of each of these, always different coloured ones. Alright. And the orange.
That orange?
Orange in a mochi.
No grape?
Orange.
No grape?
Orange.
すいません、ぶどうもください。And so, he's gonna buy me the orange and the grape, and he's paying.
I'm not.
You know what?
I could be happy and optimistic, but I didn't need to be generous today. That wasn't in the challenge, was it? So, Ryotaro is a friend of a friend, Mori-san, who's over there. And his little shop is getting absolutely rammed. He was a salaryman until he was 34 years old. And then he decided one day, I'm going to do something fun. I'm going to start a sweet shop. And he did. I like it when people do that. A lot of people, when they reach their mid-30s, sort of...
They should see the enlightenment suddenly.
They either get enlightened or they give up on their dreams, I find. Yep. So it's nice that he followed his and made sweets.
Like I did.
You followed your dream?
Yeah, I did.
To be on the Warum Japan channel?
Not really.
Der hat gar nicht mit dem anderen geteilt.
Our endpoint today is the small port town of Akor, and for dinner we get stuck into a bustling seafood diner just a few miles down the coastline.
Boah, das Geile ist, du kannst im Sommer einfach ins Meer reinspringen.
So we've just stopped off at a little barbecue spot. Because we're cycling around the inland sea, there's lots of places where you can sit down, relax and eat seafood. Yeah, this place you can have a barbecue, it's wonderful. However, because Ryotaro is not a great cook, we figured it wouldn't be a good idea to go to a barbecue because... Ryotaro is such a great cook. He's so wonderful. His cooking skills are second to none. I love it when Ryotaro cooks.
You just remember.
But I just thought he cycled so hard today. He shouldn't cook things. He should relax. It's been a nice cycle though. Once we got out of Himeji, things started to get a lot more pleasant. I hate cycling in cities. I mean, cycling in cities is really fun, but sometimes it's nice not to cycle in a city.
Happy.
Oh god, this is brilliant. Full of hope and dreams. And, oh, it's so wonderful. Even if it is burning my throat from the inside out. I think I did a pretty good job today being overly optimistic and happy. I think that's because I know at the end of this cycle today we have a massive pile of Japanese sweets waiting for us at our hotel. Kindly given to us by Mori-san, the chap at the shop. Ryotaro is friend of a friend of a friend of a brother's, uncle's, mum's, friend's, cousin's house. Yeah. Thank you, our cameraman. Unbelievable. Well, that's another day done.
Yep.
Off goes the GoPro. Very good.
Yeah, erstmal ein Bierchen aufmachen. Nee, das ist kein Bier, das ist Cider. Was ist Cider?
I tell you what, being overly optimistic and happy all day has taken more energy out of me than the cycle has.
Safe as alcoholic.
This is the sweet I've been looking forward to all day. This is mochi, rice cake, with an orange inside it. And it's very gooey and it's exploded everywhere.
Oh, mochi beste.
Oh, there's literally just an orange with rice cake around it. That's quite good. I was expecting it to just be some sort of flavouring, but it is just an orange in a rice cake. I've never seen that before. Oh.
First time.
Now let's finish off this cider. Did I complete this challenge though? That's the big question, guys. The thing is, I did.
Ja, also wenn es einfach nur wirklich Mochi ist, um ein Stück Orange herum. Also ich weiß, das könnte gut schmecken. Ist aber auch wirklich gesund. Das sollte ich mal ausprobieren. Ich glaube, Mochi kann man ja auch hier so kaufen. Oder dieses Mochi-Mehl. Ist ja voll einfach zu machen.
You keep forgetting.
To manipulate and change your personality.
Yeah, he's just so used to being sarcastic all the time.
It's true. Do you think I'm different on screen compared to how I am in real life?
Not.
Right. Oh, I thought you were going to say I'm much nicer in real life. Happier.
So I just have to tell the truth to the viewers, you know what I mean? Bye guys!
Bye.
Da ist der Sauhund!
After cycling for several weeks now, I've been growing accustomed to most small towns looking more or less the same. But turning the corner from our hotel in Akko village, we come across a colourful horde of 1950s and 1960s memorabilia. Every now and then on your travels across Japan, you'll stumble across a Showa-era museum dedicated to goods and items from a time when Japan's post-war economy was booming. For Japanese society, it was a golden era that many people are still keen to remember.
To take you back, you feel nostalgic?
Not really. But look, it says salt in here.
Salt.
They used to need a special license to sell salt.
Really?
Because it was so important.
James Bond, License to Kill. Japanese businessman, License to Salt.
License to salt.
Ja, Düsseldorf.
Sell salt. Alright.
In Düsseldorf gibt es da richtig viele. Machen wir am Japan-Tag oder bei
Here
am
is our
Dokumi.
mission for today. Try to learn 3 Japanese tongue twisters by Oliver79.
Try to learn 3 Japanese tongue twisters. That's good. He's got a Japanese guy with us today. We can finally use Ryoto's main skill. His ability to speak
Kampfdienst, das könnt ihr euch ja auch bei Dokumi holen. Die werden zwar überfüllt sein, die Läden, aber hey,
That's true.
We can do that today.
da gibt's alles Mögliche. Hunter,
So
moin
good
moin,
news, ladies and
mein
gentlemen.
Freund, wie
The bike
geht's?
is back. My beloved mountain bike that has seen us through the first part of the journey has returned. The gear system on this bike was screwed 2 days ago, and they've actually rebuilt it and replaced it, and now it's as good as ever, ready to get back on the road. So 3 minutes into the cycle, and my adulation at the bike being repaired has quickly turned to horror and frustration. So it turns out, and I didn't realise this, that the bike now only has...
Bruder, aufgestanden, wieder eingepennt, jetzt wieder wach. Yay, stabile Sache. Das ist mir auch einmal passiert. Ich musste zur Uni, dann habe ich aber den Wecker ausgemacht. Ich dachte, komm, Alter, ich leg mich hier kurz hin für ein paar Sekunden, stehe dann auf und bin einfach reingeratzt.
I think it only has 3 gears.
Dann habe ich mir gedacht, weißt du was, du bist eh zu spät, du gehst gar nicht mehr zur Uni.
He can go fast on his bike without having to pedal.
Gönn dir einen Kaffee, mein Freund.
I can't go fast.
Oder einen Red Bull.
Because the bloody
Würde dir
gears
besser
have been
schmecken.
turned into... There's only like 2 or 3 gears on this bike now. That's why you keep
Moment,
shooting ahead and I
der
can't
hat
catch
was?
up. Because the bloody gears have been to horror and frustration. So it turns out, and I didn't realise this, that the bike now only has, I think it only has 3 gears. And what this means is Ryoto's already
Der hat ja
disappeared
vorhin
from
in der
my
letzten
head.
Folge gesagt, dass sein Fahrrad kaputt gegangen ist. Und jetzt sagt er, dass der nur noch 3 Gänge hat. Wir holen mir kurz einen Energy. Yo, Hunter, bis gleich.
He can go fast on his bike without having to pedal like this, like a maniac. I can't go fast, Ryotaro.
Why not?
Because the bloody gears have been turned into... There's only like 2 or 3 gears on this bike now. That's why you keep shooting ahead and I can't catch up.
Die haben ja da gar nichts repariert. Was?
Okay guys, so I've been struggling to cycle all morning, to the point that my so-called friend, Ryotaro, he just sort of disappeared from view gradually, and now he's gone and left me here in a field. But I've just pulled over to have a look at the bike because I've been cycling with just 3 gears this morning and it's been really hard. And it came to my attention that there aren't 3 gears on the bike. There aren't 3 gears at all. There's in fact 1 gear, or indeed no gears. It's just a chain on just a fucking BMX. It's just nothing. Look at this.
Die haben das aber
What's this?
abgeschnitten.
That's where the gears were. It turns out the charismatic bike repairman that
Scam!
my team took the bike to
Scam!
didn't so much as fix the gear
Red
system
Bull
on the bike
best, ja.
as just cut it off
Hunter,
altogether. The
am
cable's been
Geburtstag von
severed
meinem Bruder
and
gab
it's
es
just
mal
now
richtig.
basically a BMX
10
bike.
Liter.
1 chain, 1 gear, bollocks, I'm fucked.
It's important to point out this isn't some sort of
Warte,
clever
der hat-
narrative set piece.
I'm fucked.
It's important
Der
to
hat es
point
noch
out
nicht
My
gesagt.
team took the bike to didn't so much as fix the gear system on the bike as just cut it off altogether.
Hat
The
jetzt
cable's
gesagt, der
been
hat doch
severed,
nur noch
and
einen
it is
Gang.
just now basically a BMX bike. One chain, one gear,
One
bollocks.
gear.
I'm fucked.
It's important to point out this isn't some sort of clever narrative set piece.
Scam!
Even I'm not stupid enough to remove a sophisticated gear system on an overpriced bike for entertainment purposes. And it was only a matter of time before my wrath caught up with the man who encouraged me to invest in the unfixable British bike several weeks prior to my journey.
I'm going to kill him. He chose that bike. He chose a British bike knowing full well that the gear system couldn't be repaired in Japan. This is where I'm going to kill
Sein
Ryota,
Plan ist
right here,
aufgegangen.
by this waterfall. Absolute middle of nowhere. Nobody's going to find him except you, because I've talked about it on camera now. And I'm going to beat him to death with this rock.
Only if you can do it tongue twister.
Alright, you're lucky I couldn't get the rock out. Alright, give me a Japanese tongue
Long run.
twister.
Tongue twister?
Yeah.
Oh, of the day, alright,
First
okay.
one of the day by this waterfall.
Actually I came up with this one. Okay, it means a bus being exploded by the gas. Bus gas bakats. Bus gas bakats. Bus gas bakats. Bus gas bakats.
What does it mean? Bus gas bakatse.
It's got
Bus,
is
literally a
bus.
bus, then
gas
gas, then
bakatse.
gasoline, then
Gas.
bakatse, is an explosion.
It's explosion.
Was
Bus
Gas
This is quite
Bakatze.
sinister. Who thought this up?
Was
What's
Gas
the context of
Bakatze.
this tongue twister?
Was Gas Bakatze, was Gas Bakatze.
What,
Okay,
a
ich
bus
hab's drauf.
blowing up in
Ich hab
Japan?
mitgelernt.
Yeah, bus going back by gas.
Oh, here we go. Bus gas bakatse, bus gas bakatse, bus gas bakatse.
Was Gas Bakatze.
Yes.
What's
Was-
the first one? I just came
was
up with
gas
the easy one. The easiest one
bakatze.
ever.
Alright,
Okay.
save your second one for later. Now to get
Yeah.
back on the bike of death.
Ich lerne
Cycling one
Japanisch.
gear, ladies and gentlemen, is not fun. It's actually, I can feel my legs
Bus
creaking
irgendwas, ja.
under my own weight now. Because it's just taking so much energy to pedal.
Hunter kannst du auch mit Japanisch lernen.
Yeah, a curse that you instigated by buying a bike that couldn't be fixed in Japan whatsoever.
Dann
No,
gönnt
the
uns
thing
eine
is,
Zigarre
it's
auf
about
dem
the
Tokyo
timing. You know,
Tower.
it's about the timing. Like, just
Ah!
suddenly happens. Like your bike got.
Die Kamera. Oh mein Gott.
Destroyed and
Yeah,
everything.
Nani?
notice
Was
how
war
the
denn mit
moment
der
Ryota
Kamera
turned up,
los?
it all went to shit.
Da wurde mir ein Streich gespielt. Was ist denn da? Was ist denn das? Hey, falls jemand weiß, was das ist. Was schwimmt da auf dem Meer? Ist das irgendwie so Muschelzucht oder was? Guck, das ist ja überall verteilt auf dem Meer. Ich könnte mir vorstellen, dass die da irgendwie was züchten. Falls jemand weiß, schreibt in den Chat, ich bin neugierig.
Okay, second time.
Oh, Zigarre auf Tokyo Tower. Yes!
Akamakigami, kimakigami. That means blue
Was?
gold paper. Okay.
Was war das denn? Moment.
Aomakigami.
Aomakigami, Akamakigami, Kimakigami. Aomakigami, Akamakigami, Kimakigami. Oh mein Gott.
Kimakigami. That means
Das ist die Zerstörung
blue
einfach.
gold paper.
Aomakigami,
Red roll
Akamakigami,
paper,
Kimikigami.
yellow roll paper.
Okay. Na, Kimakigami.
Aomakigami, akamakigami, kimakigami. I'm gonna say it. Aomakigami, akamakigami, kimakigami.
Ah, da kann das selber nicht.
Aomakigami, aomakigami,
Aomakigami,
akamakigami.
Akagaki.
No,
Ah, nein.
that's not acceptable.
Aomakigami, Akamakigami, Kimakigami. Oh mein Gott. Ey, das letzte, das kommt voll aus dem Rhythmus.
I could do it if I wasn't cycling a one-gear bicycle across a suspension bridge. I think I could do it.
Aomakigami, akamakigami, kimakigami.
Aomakigami, akamakigami,
Ah, so, Hunter, yo.
Fuck.
Danke für die Info.
Oh my god, guys, my legs are
Wusste ich
taking one
wirklich
hell of a
nicht.
beating today, given that I'm cycling on one gear. Good news is Ryota has found us lunch. So you found us a
Der
little
ist einfach
okonomiyaki restaurant.
mit einem Gang gefahren durch
I
Japan.
just went in there to ask for what a parking place was.
This is very atmospheric.
It is. I mean, it's a nice little town, by the
Wo
sea.
gehen die hin? Ein Restaurant so abgelegen.
Feels like we just broke into some woman's house. These kind of Japanese restaurants are quite good though, where the owner's just taken their house, stuffed a kitchen in it with some seats and turned it into a restaurant. What flavour okonomiyaki did you get, Mr. Ryota?
I got deluxe.
Oh mein Gott, das sieht so wild aus.
The shrimp and oysters, everything all together with a noodle.
Das sieht so wild
And what
aus.
you
Ich hatte nur
got?
Bananen
I got
zum
pork.
Frühstück.
That's it.
Pork and
Very
Leben
simple,
am
very
Limit.
peasant.
very peasant. Very peasant. I love that on a t-shirt. Very peasant. It's time for our third tongue twister, ladies and gentlemen. Our
Mayonnaise
third Japanese
drauf.
tongue twister from the master of tongue twisters himself.
Tokyo Kyokakyoku means Tokyo Patent Permission Agency.
All of the tongue twisters there have been really weird. The first one was a bus being blown up.
Kyokakyoku.
The second one was about... What was the second one about?
It was about like
It's Tokyo
red roll paper.
Red roll paper.
And yellow roll paper.
And the third one's about a patent office in Tokyo.
Well, it's nothing to do with the meaning, is it?
Well, it is. Like, these are pretty weird tongue twisters. Who thought these up? Anyway, what was it? Tokyo, Taka. What? Tokyo.
No, that's already wrong. Tokyo.
Kyokakyoku.
Getting closer.
Close. Alright, I'm going to practice the 3 tongue twisters while I eat my okonomiyaki.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, when we drop you off at the station, I'm going to
Hunter, du
hammer
musst
out
erst mal
all
buchen
3
die
tongue
Reise, von allein
twisters
kommst du
brilliantly,
nicht.
perfectly, without a single problem. No errors.
Do you like okonomiyaki?
Do I like okonomiyaki? Yeah, I love okonomiyaki. I really do. Mainly because it's drenched in mayonnaise. Mayonnaise makes everything good. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let us know in the comments. Such a desperate attempt
Nein,
there at
ich würd
audience
Mayonnaise
interaction.
nicht draufpacken.
Let's get the audience interacting.
Okay, sure. Question, right? Questioning.
Pose a philosophical question to the audience and we can look at the comments.
Questions.
Philosophical question.
Should we live or should we be dead?
No, that's horrible. That's very sinister.
Oh, it was a philosophical question, isn't it?
That's not a philosophical question. That's a fucking sadistic question.
Ich finde das immer voll witzig, wenn 2 Streamer so richtig gute Freunde sind. Ey, die ziehen sich da gegenseitig ab, die quatschen so frei. Ich finde das immer richtig nice anzuschauen. Was bei denen gerade eben auch der Fall ist.
So we're now in the outskirts of city, guys, and we've really got to hurry up because Ryotaro's actually got a train to catch to Hiroshima, where he's going to fly back to Tokyo, and that leaves at 3:50, and it's currently about 3:20. So we're really pushing hard to get through the city, get to the station. How long we got to your train?
20 minutes.
So we more or less made it in the nick of time. There's the station.
2 Minuten ist voll, Gott sei Dank.
Finally.
If you miss this train, you miss your plane from Hiroshima to Tokyo, right?
Back to Tokyo. So otherwise I would have had to like stay here a few more days cycling with him.
Oh no.
Definitely not. Definitely
That
not.
would have been awful for all involved.
We barely made it.
Yeah,
Well, it's been quite the 200-kilometre journey. Together we've seen the world's largest suspension bridge, the most beautiful castle in all of Japan, stuffed ourselves with sweets and okonomiyaki, and irreparably screwed my legs on a 1-gear bicycle. But for Ryotaro, his journey is very much at an end.
Loads of people just looked at you in horror then when you went like that. I genuinely thought that was the end of Risotto. Anyway,
No, we made it though.
we made it, well done.
Alright,
Now, before you get the Shinkansen, I've got to nail the 3 tongue twisters. What was the first one?
So first one was
Der muss zum Zug. Hör doch, lass ihn doch laufen.
Akamakagami,
Scheiß auf die
Aomakagami.
Tongue Twister. Der muss zum
Oh,
Zug.
you made it. And the third one is
Tokyo, Kyoka, Kyoku.
Yeah,
Tokyo, Kyoka, Kyoku. Did I do it?
well, kind of, yeah.
Ey, lass den laufen, was ist da los?
Alright, bye, see you guys. See ya.
You're going to miss your train. Go.
Yeah, I know. See you guys. Alright, say bye. See ya. Bye. See ya. Bye. See ya. Bye.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the last we see of Risotto. Turns out cycling in one gear is anything but fun. But thankfully, now Risotto is
Mein
gone.
Computerroboter sagt, ich soll eine Pause einlegen. Aber safe nicht. Ich habe 40 Minuten erst gestreamt. Was für eine Pause. Ja. Jetzt kommt da eh nichts mehr. Ich nehme an,